Hey, with turkey season coming up, a lot of the calls that everybody likes to use are the mouth calls, and I was going to teach you how to use one. I like to use one that's like less raspy to start out with because it's easier to learn, and it's like when you use raspier ones, it kind of covers up your mistakes, and it's easier just to get one that sounds more pure. Start off with the just normal cluck. Just all you do is you put your tongue at the very tip of the reed, and you kind of press it up against the top of your mouth. You want to bend the call just a little bit, not too much, and press it up against the top of your mouth, and like kind of turn your tongue up, not too much, but put it up against the very bottom of the reed to make it where it's going to itch your tongue a lot at first. But hey, quit. Leave it. It's going to itch your tongue a lot at first, but you'll get used to it. I mean, then you just straight go. And then I want to teach you the purr. You just try that over and over again, and then you move your tongue back and forth on the reed, by the bottom of the reed. Kind of work it in and out, to where you'll start to hear like too far back sounds way too raspy, too far forward sound too squeaky. So you'll find the perfect place to keep it. And then well, the purr is just you basically just make like a horse, put in there, and I tilt my tongue. I push the tip of my tongue right in front of the reed, so it kind of is popping on the front of my tongue, kind of. And then you just kind of and then you kind of put a little cluck at the end of that. So it's like. And you just got to get used to that. The purr was the hardest one for me to learn for some reason, because you don't use your tongue to make the purr noise. You use your lips to make the purr noise. If that makes any sense. And the last thing is just the actual call. You kind of want to. You basically the same thing as the cluck, like. But you press your tongue up a little harder and you say chip. And you want to start high and go low. So it's just chip, 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 chip. And you just, that's about it. I mean, practice it over and over, but you got to get the cluck down first, just a straight. I got a little bit more raspier call right here. Like, these are HJ Strut, by the way. Not really expensive calls. I mean, kind of beginner calls, I guess, but they sound really, really decent. Just I don't particularly like the more raspier calls. This one's a little less raspier. But I would suggest starting off with one that's like, if you look at mine, you can tell that I have like the cuts in the reed, but they're not cut too much, just a little cut out of them. I would suggest you starting out with one that has one straight across, no cuts in it. It's going to be the straight, purest sound you can get, even though when you're out there in the woods, you kind of want to use more of a raspier call. And you kind of want to have a variety of calls, maybe switch around a little bit if birds are acting up or it's just not a good day, and you might be able to get one to gobble at you using a different call. And I always use the box call, but I feel like these once you get these down pat, they just sound better. And I had the hardest time learning how to do it, and then it's just a chip. You say chip, that's the whole key. That's it.